There are people around the world who live with some incredible animals. My name is Jason Kensky, adventurer and photojournalist. I travel to some beautiful locations to meet these pet lovers and to hear their stories about true animal affection. These are my stories. These are my pet adventures. Hey guys, I'm back again. So, I wanted to talk about another scary adventure of mine. Here I am driving along the Alaskan highway, and straight ahead in front of me, I see a grizzly bear cross the highway. So I'm like, oh, I speed up. I'm coming up to where I saw the grizzly bear cross the highway, and I'm looking, it's all forest. So I pull over onto the side little road, and I start driving, and I park my car. I get out, I get my camera, I put on the lens, and I start walking. And I see that the grizzly is nowhere to be seen. And as I'm walking, I come around through these trees and into a bit of a meadow. And about 300 feet from me, I see the grizzly bear. And I start taking these beautiful shots of this grizzly bear. And as I'm taking these beautiful shots, something from the corner of my eye catches my attention. And I turn and I look, and there are two cubs playing. And they're probably about 40 feet away from me. And I'm watching these cubs, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I look at the mother, and I'm like, wow. And I turn and I look back at the cubs, and the cubs are playing, and they're like fighting each other, and it's so amazing. And all of a sudden, the bear cubs stop. And one of them turns and looks at me. And I'm like, okay. The grizzly bear cub makes a hell of a scream. And I'm like, oh. And I take a look at the grizzly bear, the mom, and she stands up on 2 feet. I was like, okay, time to go. I turn around and I start walking back to my car. My car is 100 feet away. As I'm walking, I'm moving pretty fast. I'm not realizing that the mother grizzly is charging me, and she is full gallop. I did not know this because I was walking back to my car. I didn't turn to look back. I'm thinking I'm only 100 feet away. I'm walking pretty fast. As I get to my car, beep beep, I open the door and I go to sit down, and as I went to close the door, boom! The grizzly bear mom hits my car and slams my door shut. It caught me by surprise. And I'm looking at this grizzly, and it's steaming up my windows. It's that steaming the window, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it's going to smash the window. It yawns, and I remember the fangs were like 2 inches long. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm watching this grizzly, and it must have lasted for about a minute, because the grizzly didn't know what she was going to do, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I better get out of here. So I turn on my car, and I back up, and I take off. And I'm like shaking. You can see I'm kind of shaking because I'm thinking about what happened. Actually, no, it is getting cold out right now. I'm actually shaking because of that. But you know what? Thank you so much for listening to my story. It's good for me to get this off my chest. If you'd like this story and you want to hear more, push the subscribe button and the little bell, like my video, share it with whoever you think might be interested in hearing this story, and have a great day. Bye.